You did everything right. You were patient. You were kind. You showed up every single time, and they still pulled away. And now you're lying awake at 2 a.m., asking yourself, what did I do wrong? I need you to hear this before anything else. It was probably never about you. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand something that most people never figure out. Reason 1. They are wired to run from the very thing they want the most. Some people are wired to run from the very thing they want most, closeness. Not out of cruelty, out of survival. Picture someone who grew up in a house where emotions were never talked about, where needing something felt like a weakness. That child became an adult who flinches at love. They're not rejecting you. They're protecting themselves from something they don't know how to hold. That doesn't make it hurt less, but it means it's not about your worth. Reason 2. They are going through something they can't put into words. Pain makes people quiet. Grief, shame, anxiety, depression. These things don't send a warning text. They just arrive and swallow a person whole. Think about someone carrying something heavy. A job loss, a family wound, a darkness they've been fighting for years. They don't know how to say any of it, so they go silent. And from the outside, it looks like they stopped caring. They're not pulling away from you. They're sinking, and they don't know how to ask for a hand. Reason 3. They're not pulling away because they feel too little. They're pulling away because they feel too much. Imagine falling for someone and feeling it in a way you haven't felt in years. And then right in the middle of that warmth, your heart remembers what happened last time. The betrayal, the loss, the grief that took months to survive, and suddenly the safest thing feels like distance, fear, wearing the mask of indifference. Reason 4. They're not pushing you away because they don't value you. They're pushing you away because they don't value themselves. There's a type of person who, the moment someone treats them with real gentleness, starts to pull away because a voice inside them says, "You don't deserve this." They leave before they can be left, not because they don't want you, but because they don't believe that someone like you would ever stay. Reason 5. The relationship moved faster than they could emotionally process. Two people meet. The chemistry is electric. One person feels certain, this is it. The other feels the same thing, but also feels the walls closing in. Speed that feels like certainty to one person feels like pressure to another. That mismatch isn't failure. It's just two different emotional timelines colliding. Now, understanding why someone pulled away does not mean accepting poor treatment. It does not mean waiting forever. It means you can finally release the blame you've been carrying. First, stop making it about your worth. Their pulling away is about their wounds, not your value. Second, create space without disappearing. One warm message. Then step back and let them come to you. Third, have the honest conversation, not an accusation. A real question. What's going on with you? Fourth, know the difference between a season and a pattern. Everyone withdraws, but not everyone is willing to work on it. And fifth, protect your own nervous system. You are allowed to have needs. Understanding someone's wound does not mean you are required to bleed alongside it. You deserve someone who moves toward you, not someone you have to chase down a hallway, not someone you have to convince to stay, someone who chooses you on purpose every single day.